Now, welcome everybody to a brand new segment in Banter in the Box, Chairman Chats. This is where
very excited to be here.
Well, thank you, Jack, for being here. Jack was selected as the first guest on Chairman's Chats because I wasn't sure I'd be able to get the technology right. And Jack has a 2-2 in media studies. That's right, isn't it, Jack?
Yeah. Close enough.
So,
I'm also probably the most charismatic manager in the whole fantasy football.
Oh, you're the most charismatic manager.
It makes sense to start strong.
Wow.
Yeah.
Get them rolled up. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is an international call as well. Jack's been in Scotland for the last 2 years. Must have picked up the lingo by now, Jack. Say something in Scottish.
Mechty me. That's what people at work say a lot.
What does that mean?
It's just like dairy me, you know.
Brilliant.
This is what life abroad is like.
Brilliant. And you're having an unprecedentedly good start to the season. Normally a relegation struggler, but fourth in the table. You've been top this year, haven't you?
I have been top. I was top for a little while, I think, like 2 weeks.
What'd you put your turnaround in fortunes down to?
I think it's just hard work, determination, and making at least one transfer in the whole season.
Well, lots of managers could take that advice about making transfers in a season.
I think if I'd made a single transfer last season, I could have been fourth.
Well, probably. You'll never know. You'll never know. And you're sticking with the beard, I see.
I am.
You're loving the beard?
Yeah, Mum's not happy with it, but...
No, nor's you now.
I'll keep it at least until you guys visit.
Well, that's only a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Right, so I asked the other 27 managers to submit the one question that they'd always wanted to ask Jack but were too scared to. And 9 of those managers, disappointingly only 9, have sent me a question.
Pretty good amount.
So how this is going to work is I'm going to ask you the questions, but I'm not going to tell you who asked the question.
Okay.
And there's a reason for that. One is because you will lose a manager of the season point for every question you refuse to answer.
God's sake.
Or you don't answer properly. But you will gain a manager of the season point every time you tell me correctly who you think asked the question.
Okay.
And at the end of all the questions, I'm going to ask you for your favourite question before I tell you who asked them. Your favourite question, and that manager will earn 3 manager of the season points.
Nice. I just realised I'm top of the manager of the season table. I didn't realise that.
Who is?
I am.
Well, you were. You obviously haven't seen this morning's Banter in the Box.
Oh, I'm not looking at the most recent email.
Your mum got the who the fuck is that? So she's gone way
fair.
clear. It was 9 points that was worth.
So there's a lot at stake.
And she got it. Yeah, so you could get 9 points if you get every manager to match every manager to every question, but that's very unlikely. But this is...
I'm only 5 behind.
What's that?
Checks out. I'm only 5 behind Mum, I think.
No, you are, yeah, you're not far away. Although 5 points is a lot in the manager of the season table. Right, so... actually, I said there was 9 questions. I lied, there's 10. There's 10. So are you ready, Jack? Are you sitting comfortably?
I am. I don't know if I'm ready, but I'm sitting comfortably.
Good. Okay, so question number 1. What's it like having a mouldy girlfriend?
For God's sake. I wonder who asked this.
Well, I'll ask you in a minute, but you've got to ask the question first.
So how do I answer this one properly?
What's it like having a mouldy girlfriend?
Who determines this one?
Me. What's it like having a mouldy girlfriend?
It's great. I love my girlfriend.
Even
Mould and all.
Really?
Even though
what?
Even though she's mouldy.
Brilliant.
It's going good. Over a year strong.
Wow, that's commitment, man.
That's it. Right. Yeah.
Do you want to have a guess?
Hopefully I'll meet her at some point.
Do you want to guess who asked that question?
Well, I'm hoping it was you.
Me? You think it was me? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll write that down. Yeah. Okay, question number 2. Name 3 things about yourself that no one else knows.
Oh, God, no one knows? That's really tough because I tell everyone everything. I'm an open book. What do people know?
No, what do people not know? 3
Oh,
things.
man. Three things. I'm like looking around my room for inspiration here. It's a bit of a tough one. I've got a cock on my wall. I guess that's one.
That's one. Cock on your wall.
There you go. Cock on the wall. I went to 2 Halloween parties last night.
That's 2.
That's a brand new one. Mum knows that though. I already told Mum.
Oh, that don't count then.
I might have to lose manager of the season point.
Oh no, you're 1 point down.
I don't really know anything about myself that people don't know.
Why did you go to 2 Halloween parties on the same night?
I'm just really popular.
Oh, all right. Okay. Do you want to have a guess? Who asked that question?
That could be anyone. I'm gonna guess like Mum for that, because that sounds like quite a Mum question. Okay. That sounds like Mum's trying to get the remaining 3 things that she doesn't know about me.
Question 3.
Yeah.
What's the best and worst thing about living in Edinburgh?
Oh, the best and worst thing. I mean, the worst thing is potentially the weather.
Okay.
Especially because we currently have a huge storm. However, I don't know if that is much worse than the UK at the moment, because you've been getting a lot of rain.
We have got a lot of rain.
But I feel like easy, boring answer is probably the weather.
Okay. It is good.
The best thing about Edinburgh specifically, I'm going to say the green spaces. You can go for a lot of nice walks.
Spaces.
A lot of nice big hills you can walk up and see good views.
What a boring answer.
So it's going to give a generic city answer, but, you know, that's the same for any city.
Who do you think asked that question?
Again, this could be anyone. Let's throw out like a wild card name. I'm going to go for Sarah Goodwin. Sarah Goodwin.
Sarah Goodwin. Okay.
I'm sorry, Sarah. I said Sarah by accident.
It's taken us a while to get this chairman to get our schedule synchronised. So some of these questions are now maybe slightly out of date.
Oh no, already.
But the next question is: how do you feel about being in a potential title battle with your former assistant and protege, Niall Ponsford? This manager cheated a little bit because they've asked kind of 3 questions in one, but they are all linked.
That's fair.
Did you teach him everything you know, or did you keep some things back?
Interesting. I see why this is outdated now, because Niall's dropped to 11th, but I'm still obviously in the title battle.
Yeah, he's a one-season wonder, isn't he?
Yeah. Sorry, what was the first bit?
How do you feel about being in a potential title battle with your former assistant and protege, Niall Ponsford?
Well, I feel great about that, because I think it makes some great drama. There's probably going to be a movie one day where we're played by Christian Bale and Matt Damon.
Who's going to be who?
I feel like I'll be Christian Bale and he'll be Matt Damon.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Is that one of the questions?
No.
I enjoyed that a lot.
If it was me, it both is a stretch, but
I don't know about that. But yeah, you know, it was good fun. We got some good memes.
Did you teach him everything you know, or did you keep some things back?
I think he taught me everything he knew, and then I ran with that and took it further.
Wow. And
then left him in the dust. And I intend to keep on doing that.
Who do you think asked question 4?
I'm going to guess that Niall asked that.
Okay.
There's a strong possibility it could have been someone else.
Now, you mentioned your memes that you and Niall have been posting this season. They've been great. You posted you posted a particularly good meme earlier on in the year when you had your good start to the season, where you named some managers on a podium.
I did,
as well as yourself. But you left one manager off of that podium, a high-placed manager off of that podium. This question refers to that. So the question is, why are you afraid of the Mad Hatter? Or are you just smart enough not to poke the beast?
Okay, I do want to say for the record, Niall made the original podium meme. Right. I then uploaded an edited version.
Okay.
So this would be a better question for Niall. However, I'm not afraid.
You're not afraid?
And if I had made the meme, I would have extended the podium longer and put him way at the bottom.
Who do you think asked that question?
Something tells me that could have been the Mad Hatter asked that question.
Okay.
Fun fact, there was a Mad Hatter at the Halloween party I went to last night.
Wow, that is a fun fact. You should have got a picture. That could have been banter in the box.
I do have a picture. It's just a random guy no one knows, though.
I'll still make it work. Right, next question. How does it, again, I don't know if this was ever relevant this season, but the question is, how does it feel living in our Ponsford shadow?
Oh my god. Can people ask multiple questions?
No, only one.
We're gonna have to go for a wild guess for who asked this then. I've already thrown Noel's name out.
You haven't asked it yet.
Yeah. How does it feel living in Old Ponsford shadow? Well, that probably was relevant in like week 1 of the season. But now, I mean, the sun must be rising in the wrong side of the sky if I'm in his shadow. I'm a solid 7 places above him. And soon I will be 10 places above him when I return to the top.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say Mark Benwell asked that question.
Right. Next question. Now you've got to think about this, okay? Listen carefully. Would you rather have to be naked at work in the office for an hour or be dropped off 2 miles from your house totally naked? Which would you prefer?
I'd say the second one, because the first one I'm just instantly sacked.
That's a good point.
And the second one I can, like, I don't know, call the police and say, help, a spirit has dropped me here fully naked.
Yeah, of course. I seem to remember when you were in Brighton, you were naked 2 miles from your house at one point or another.
Constantly.
Who do you think asked that question?
Oh man, that's a good question. I'm gonna say, God, who could that have been? What a wild question.
Have you got the table?
I would say,
so you check.
I do have the table. Yeah, I'm looking at all the names. That's why I'm scanning like this. I'm gonna say James Blumfield. I don't know.
Cool. Okay. Right, the penultimate question. This is a disgusting question. I'm just asking the questions that were sent to me.
Brilliant.
Would you consider taking cock?
For God's sake, I mean, I know what this is.
I don't know. What is it?
Can I hear cock in a sentence?
What?
Is it by any chance KOCH?
I can't tell you that.
For God's sake. Oh, I'm glad this is family fantasy football and all of my loved ones are watching this.
So,
I don't even know how he's doing this year. So I'm going to say no either way.
No, you wouldn't ever consider taking cock?
I wouldn't consider it.
For the record.
There's no room for him.
Who do you think asked that?
Oh God, maybe that one was Sarah. Or you. Steve Maloney.
Steve Maloney.
The final answer.
To clarify your answer, you said you wouldn't take cock because there's no room for it.
Yeah, that was my full answer.
Final question. Over the years, whose house has been your favourite to host the Family Fantasy Football League Presentation Awards?
Oh, what a good question. That's a pretty tough one. I feel like my immediate classic memes go to the Moody's.
Great Uncle George.
Great Uncle George. I used to like going to theirs.
They were great venues.
There's usually multiple dogs present. That was good stuff.
It was Dog City, yeah.
Oh, can I give like a top 3?
You can, as long as you do it 1, 2, 3, so we know what your favourite is.
Well, Nan and Grandad's would also be a high one.
Right.
Because, classic good hosts.
Okay.
It's tough though. A lot of people are good hosts. People go all out, I like it when we have it as well. Right. I felt that's a good cop out third place. Right. I'll go for that.
So what you said? So what? When me and your mum have it is third.
Yeah, let's go for that.
Second is your Nan and Grandad.
Yeah.
Top is the Moody's.
Yeah, let's go for that.
Who do you think asked that question?
I reckon that was Chris Hoxby, Nanny Chris.
Nanny Chris. And I've just hang on a minute.
I kind of hope it wasn't because I put her in second.
I can't wait till Auntie Donna sees this Didn't even name her. What a slap in the face for Angela Moody. Oh dear.
I mean, it's a slap in the face to literally every other manager.
It's terrible. Anyway, okay, well.
Angela's was great. Donna's is always great. Everyone's is great.
The good news is that
Don't come at me, please.
You are net positive. You lost 1 point because there was one question you couldn't answer.
I need to prepare for that question.
But you got 2 managers right. So you've earned yourself a manager of the season point. You got 2 of your managers right. So now, I've got a question for you. What was your favourite question? This manager will earn 3 manager of the season points of all of those questions I just asked.
My favourite question? Oh, I like the last one, to be fair. I did also like the one about best and worst thing living in Edinburgh. I'll go for the last one.
The last one. Right, okay. So question 1.
Because that's going to make everyone angry at me as well. So it's fun for everyone.
Question 1. What it's like having a mouldy girlfriend? You got that right. It was me that asked that question.
Who'd have thought?
I just never asked you it before, and I wondered what it was like having a mouldy girlfriend. There you go. Question 2. Name 3 things about yourself that no one else knows. You said it was your mum. That was Mark Benwell.
Oh, that was Mark Benwell. Okay.
What's the best and worst thing about living in Edinburgh? You said that was Sarah Goodwin. That was your mum.
Oh, that was Mum. Fair.
How do you feel about being in a potential title battle with your former assistant protege Niall Ponsford? You said Niall. That was actually Neil Hatch on TV.
Oh, okay.
Why are you afraid of the Mad Hatter? That you said the Mad Hatter asked that, and it was indeed the Mad Hatter.
Yeah, that was.
How does it feel living in Niall Ponsford's shadow? You said Mark Benwell. That was Stephen Lee.
Okay, I would have got that wrong either way then.
Would you rather have to be naked at work in the office for an hour or dropped off 2 miles from your house naked? You said James Bloomfield. That was Nicky Lee who asked that question.
Fair. That was a real random throat name there.
Would you consider taking cock? You hit the post on that one. You said Steve Maloney, but I think you were toying that it might be Sarah Goodwin, and it was Sarah Goodwin.
It was Sarah Goodwin.
And the last question.
I should have guessed names twice.
The last question, and the manager who gets the 3 points. Over the years, whose house has been your favourite to host the Family Fantasy Football League Presentation Awards? You said Mops Hoxby. It wasn't. It was your sister Megan. So Megan's getting 3 points. So the last most important thing to ask you, Jack, should this get enough views and we decide to do it again, which manager would you like me to chat to next?
Ooh, what a good question. Can I pick anyone?
You can pick any, well, as long as they're in the Fantasy Football League.
Can't be a random person.
And you don't pick yourself or me.
Well, I'm pretty. Oh, you should do one with you though. Just talking into a mirror. I'm gonna say the Mad Hatter because I think he'd put on a good show. And also, I want to see his response.
The Mad Hatter. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks
for that, good. Buddy. I'm glad we managed to get our schedules
got there in the end.
Connected.
Yeah. Thank you very much
for being on the first Chairman's Chats.
Thanks for all the great questions. Sorry I didn't answer yours, Mark, even that was a good question. I was very on the spot.
All right, take care, buddy.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
See you later.